Right, it's 9:25 in the morning. I've put my jacket on, I've turned the engine off. It's still charging up my digi power. And then now I'm going to start walking towards, cutting through to go to the waterfall and try to keep dry at the same time. But here we go. So I've just popped in a new battery, one of my new GoPro 12 batteries I've just recently bought. So it should hold its, right, look. It should hold its charge a lot longer, hopefully, with it being a new battery. Right, this is going to be a case of having to keep wiping the lens with a tissue, because I'm going to get water droplets on my camera all the time. Right, did I lock the car? Can't remember. Right, lock. Right, unlock. Right, lock. I hate having to do that twice, especially when it's pissing down the rain. So what I've got to do is cross the bridge, cut along through the houses, and then start walking up the road till I get to some stairs that go up to a turnstile in the wall. But I'm going to be crossing over GAYLE Burn here, which is coming down from the waterfall where I'm going to visit. Oh, what's this? I've closed it off altogether now. You used to be able to go down to the old mill and take pictures, and got it fenced off and closed off now. Got a padlock shut, so you can't get in there, but people probably climb out the wall. And GAYLE Mill opening times: Thursdays only from 10 till 4, hourly guided tours, blah 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 blah. Danger fast flowing water, because it's raining now. So right, so that's where I've parked, just along there outside the GAYLE Institute, like I say. And now I've got to make my way up past that red car, up the road, and just keep heading up. There's your nice waterfalls. So this water's coming all the way down from the waterfall where I'm going to see it. Right, so I just cut through the houses here onto that road. Right, that's the way down to HAWES. If you want to go to HAWES at the bottom of the water's there. Right. I'm gonna get bloody soaking. Ah, man. Holy shit. So you can hear the water racing down past the houses here. Right, so I've got to walk up this road about 3/4 of a mile and then climb up the stone steps on the side of the wall, start cutting across the fields. It's just going to be totally shitty. Right, and this bit on the left is where the ford is, where you can drive across with a vehicle. Farmers can drive across, but I wouldn't, like, because it's green, mossy and slippery as hell. Ivy house. Right, that's it there. This ford goes across to meet Beggarman, the start of Beggarman's Road. You see the water going across there, look. I started to walk across here one time, and I was slipping and sliding all over. It's lethal. So I thought, nah, saw this for a game of dominoes. So I turned around, went back and crossed the bridge where I've just crossed over. Right, so like I say, you just got to go up this road until you see the stone steps going up the side of the wall, and then you start cutting across the fields on a 45-degree angle, going back towards the river, and then just follow the path all the way up, and that takes you to where I'm going to see the waterfall. But the recording's not going to be that good because of the weather. Right. If it gets any worse, what I'll have to do is just stop recording, zip up my jacket just to stay dry, and then when I get close to the waterfall, start recording and open up my jacket then, and then just keep wiping the lens. Right, so up ahead you can see the wooden marker post pointing up through the wall, look. Well, that's where you come up here and then go up the stone steps. It's been a shitty drive along here, I know, like, because obviously with it lasting through the rain, all the puddles are settling on the road now and people are driving past fast and the water spray has gone out everywhere. Right, so here's the stone steps, look. Right, please walk in single file. Please keep dogs on. Oh, here we go again. Every time I see something with dogs, it just winds me up. I mean, having said that, there is loads of sheep normally in this field, but when I came here with Corn, we walked past all of them and he didn't bother at all. But obviously Bear would be different. I couldn't trust him just yet, so he would have to be on the lead, going right up here. Oh. Right, up this bit of a hill, and then you start cutting across like two or three fields, I think it is, on a 45-degree angle. Oh, up we go. How are you, man? Oh, oh. Son of a bitch! Right, come on, up we go. Oh, bloody dog plastic bags all over the shop. Right. Right, let's look back where I've just come from. That's heading back into GAYLE. Right. So I'll cut across these fields here. Right, so you can see the marker post further over at the wall. Go through that gate. Just keep going through all the gates on this track, all the way up, follow the river, right to the waterfall. Because the river's just doing there from there. I'll have to stop recording for now. Right, GAYLE Force waterfall part 2. I've came across the 2 or 3 fields initially, from coming up the stone steps onto the tracks coming across the fields. Then when you come through the 3rd turnstile in the wall, the pathway splits off. You can go straight ahead, or you can drop down to the left to come down the bottom pathway closest to the river, and that's the one I've taken. And I've followed it all the way along here, and I've just come up these broken steps with the banisters that's fallen away because it's rotten. And eventually you come close to the water again, and I've come to this turnstile gate. I think I've got this one and then another one after that, and then I'm pretty close to the waterfall, if I remember right. Right. So it's been quite slippy and lethal with bloody tree roots and slippy mud with the paths being on the slope as well, so I've had to hang on for grim to. Right, so I've got to drop down to the pathway at the bottom. So once again I have to take my time and hang on, because it's all tree roots here, and when they're wet they're 3 times as slippy as normal. I've got a little bit shelter because I'm in the tree line now, but the first 2 fields that I crossed, well the first 3 fields that I passed along were just open, and I was getting bloody soaking. My trouser legs are absolutely soaking. Right, I have to lean over and try and keep a hold of something till I get down here. Like I say, standing on tree roots, you're likely your foot to go off away from it underneath. Just till I get back on the flat path, I can stand up again safely. Ooh, every now and again I get a blast of wind and rain just like that. But I just wanted to show you the pathway leading from GAYLE to the GAYLE FORCE waterfall. Some parts of the pathways are a bit of a scramble, as you can see, but it's doable. Just when it's wet and slippy like this, just take your time. Especially stepping over the tree roots. Whoa, nearly went. And obviously with the pathways being on a bit of a slope as well, tend to try and throw you down at the bottom if you're not careful. Right. Whoa, I'm sliding right down past this tree and get on the bottom path. I'll be feeling a little bit safer again. Right, here we go. Right. This footage will be shite like, but at least you're going to see how I get to GAYLE FORCE waterfall from the GAYLE Institute where I parked the car. So I've crossed the bridge, there's a little cut through the houses, onto the road, then walked up the road about 2,000 yards, then you come across the stone steps up through the wall. You come up through the stone steps, go up a bit of a hillock until you get on the track. You can see it going away from you on a 45-degree angle to the next turnstile, spring-loaded gate. So you across the field, the first one, through the gate, through the second field, through the gate, through the third one, and that's where you come across there's a marker post pointing straight ahead or down the left. Well, you go down the left, so it brings you on the bottom path. Right, so I just got to follow this bottom path all the way along now to the waterfall. I must be mental doing this, like, because I seen the weather and I seen how much rain was going to come over from the west. I'm forgetting about making sure my coat's open to do the video and not cover the lens. I just looked down and noticed that it was half hidden in my jacket, but I'm trying to keep my camera dry and me dry at the same time, even though I'm filming, because obviously the water's just lashing down on the lens and it's spoiling the coverage, the footage. Right over this broken wall. It's that long since I've been along here as well. I couldn't, there was a part back there where you had to go left down the bank or straight on. I thought, which way do you go? And then I just decided to go down closer to the water where I like to be. There was a bit of a waterfall coming down the hill and all back there where there was broken stairs were. I didn't want to start recording until I got in the tree line. So there's your next gate in the corner, look. Go through that. And then I've got one more after that. And then I come across the waterfall. Right, let me get my tissue out again and wipe the lens. Just making sure I don't pull my keys out my pocket as well when I do this. The tissue eventually gets soaked as well. Oh, dropped it. So that'd be useless. I'm nearly there anyway. So I've got me cap on, and I've pulled my waterproof jacket hoodie up here over the top of it. I'm trying to keep it as dry as possible, but the wind just tries to blow me hood off as usual. So I'm literally following the burn all the way up to the waterfall from GAYLE. I hate these spring-loaded gates because they spring back on your bloody ankle when you're trying to step up. It catches on the back of your boot. Right, so you can see the paths are going to start getting really wet, swampy and mushy, which makes it more dangerous as well, especially when it's on a slope and you're trying to walk along. Oh, look at this one. Right, I think there's some steps here. Yep. So there's the paths like through a few steps, sloping pathways past trees and roots, through turnstiles, spring-loaded gates, and then eventually you've got the last 75 yards, which takes you to where you can see the waterfall. What I'll do is know when I'm coming back away from the waterfall, I'll just keep on recording whether it's pissing down or not, just to show you the pathway, how I've gotten here. The footage should be shit like with water on the lens, like whenever I mean, you'll still be able to see the direction I've come from and where I'm going. Oh, the jacket's falling over my camera again. I just have to keep looking down. It's when I'm bending forward, my jacket's moving forward and trying to cover the lens. Right, mud and swamp. That's it. Right, here's a heavy droplets of rain off the canopy again. Driving here though, I had some right nut jobs screaming past me. Even though it was pissing down the rain and there was water puddles on the road. There's some friggin' idiots on the road, I tell you. It's not only their lives that are taken into putting into jeopardy, it's mine as well. When they go screaming past you like that. Right, these banisters are all new as well. These weren't here before, but they've got non-slip mesh on this. Obviously, because there's a fast-moving stream coming from up there to the right, look, through the wall, and it's coming down here. It's all gushing down there into the GAYLE burn. Got some sheep grazing right next to the fence, look. There's no way I could bring Bear down here as well on a leader because he would just pull me over. I couldn't control him and walk along these skinny paths and keep me balanced at the same time. No way. So I'm glad I didn't bring him. Well, I wasn't expecting to come down to GAYLE this is just like an added bonus, because Hornby is, I can see the waterfall there now, is it's just a short journey where you can park the car in 5 minutes, you're there. Right, all these routes, look. Well, the waterfall looks like it's running quite fast. So, is it worth coming along here? I would imagine, yeah. Hello girls, hello. I see